one of the things that we're looking at in Asia is an institute-wide strategy for what does it look like over the next 15 years here, really looking broadly. And how do we bring some of those expertise areas that we have, not bring them to Asia, but help build them in Asia, and accessing an increasingly enormous base of Asian expertise that is not necessarily country specific. The knowledge base, like any region, is spread out. And so we see an RTI that continues to contribute to the international development sector, but also begins to grow as the economies grow here in some of those specific government sector services that are required. One of the things that really resonated this morning with me was the comment around the problems that development is addressing will not go away, but the funding sources will transition, right? And the problems may change, but they're not going to go away. And so we see, a very large space for growth, similar to our work in the U.S. and in some of the Gulf states that look at that type of problem. The funding model may change to governments, the problems may mature a little bit, but there's a huge space for us there. And one of the key things, getting back to complementarity, is finding those partners that are going to match what we bring. And increasingly, that means building local expertise, both within RTI and within our partners, sticking to what we do best and identifying what others do best. And we're looking for some of those partners now. We see some of the partners that we're working with here in the Philippines, or some of the partners that we're working with in Nepal or in Indonesia, as partners that will make that transition with us. A number of partners that I can think of that we've invested in relationships with for the long term, not for the project. And again, it comes back to our earlier conversation about that transition between how long does it take to go from a project to an institutional relationship. And I think that this gives us the time, and planning out to a 15-year kind of vision of where we want to be helps us to identify those partners along the way.